Hello, this is Joe Walensky. I'm the program manager for ConveyUX, and I have the pleasure of speaking with many of the presenters who will be at our conference coming up in Seattle in February. And today I am speaking with Anouschka Scholten. Hello, Anouschka, how are you?
Hi, Joe. I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
Very good. Well, I'm in Seattle. Where are you speaking to us from today?
I'm in Holland, in Utrecht, in the center of Holland, in my studio. So,
All right.
just with nice weather now.
Yeah, it's nice here too. Thanks for being with us, talking with me for a few minutes. Maybe a good place to start would be for you to talk a little bit about your background and the types of work that you're involved with.
I'll gladly do so. Currently, I'm a UX consultant and mentoring for startups and accelerator teams. Accelerator teams are nothing more than startup teams, but then for bigger companies. And I've been working in the interaction design field or UX field, as it's called later, for 20 years now. Partnering up with design agencies and working for larger corporations. Yeah, and nowadays I'm also giving workshops to the UX community, and also the startup teams. And I'm actually also starting my own startup right now, but that's something else.
All right. Well, I know you're involved with a lot of things. Are there any new activities that you're particularly interested or passionate about?
Yeah, actually there is. I find it quite interesting what lean UX or the lean startup scene or yeah wave is doing right now to organizations, but also to UX as a profession. And well, I think it's very interesting to see how large corporates tried to adapt lean methods, but that is very difficult to do so. So, and on the other hand, being a UX consultant and an interaction designer by heart, I also find it quite interesting to see. Okay, the business part it's really great that these are more integrated together, but I also see lots of things like process first almost. So what about this tangible end result and those kind of things? So I'm not quite sure if I understand all, but I'm learning day by day for this. So I'm really interested in that. And actually, it's UX strategy from the start. That's something I'm interested in always. And you see, the whole lean movement is really, yeah, really getting UX also on a higher level within organizations. So it's quite interesting. Only the way UX is integrated, well, oh, that's not going that well, I think.
Well, I know that you are able to talk about your work at different events. From what you see with people in other countries, is there anything particularly different about how UX is done in Holland? Is the UX community there different in any way? Are there any uh, things that are unique to your area?
Well, actually, I don't think so. I think Holland is not an early adopter in UX. I think in the world, America is further. But yeah, you've got the internet and Twitter and everything. So I'm really following lots of people and talking with other people and going to events to be yeah upfront and learn about new things. But you see organizations in Holland and also startups getting more and more involved in getting UX on a high level and integrated more in their daily business. But the methods and the real professional, the experts within Holland, it's the same like in other countries. Only, yeah, we have to work sometimes with, yeah, less evolved, mature organizations where, yeah, really have to struggle as UXers to get to to be the basic of things. Yeah.
Well, the talk that you're going to have at the conference in February is going to be one of our Tuesday half-day workshops, and the topic there is what you call user checks,
Yep.
a method for agile usability testing. Why don't you talk a little bit about that, explain what that involves and what you'll be talking about at the conference?
Yes. Um, well, now, even now, but especially during my many projects with all kinds of from very complex web applications and bigger, larger retail sites or information sites for all kinds of organizations, I've found out that yeah, getting to real empathy with users is something very difficult and something that's not really incorporated within the process. Um, and even now, even in lean startup, you see big data is very much used. All kinds of growth hacking tools are used lots and lots of times, but usability testing, the one tool to get real empathy with the tangible end result, the service which is going to serve the user, is still not practiced enough. And if it's practiced, I think it's not efficient and effective enough practiced. And that's something that really disturbed me and my fellow workers from 2009 up. We used to work with bigger usability labs, and at large corporations, there are usability labs, of course. And yeah, you find out you've got a report, and you got quite a pile of issues. And it's getting on the pile of issues, perhaps for release 2, 3, 4, whenever it's going to be implemented. And you don't get to a better design. And what's also something that really struck me is that the ones who perform the usability tests, they of course they are briefed and they ask questions, but you scratch the surface, you don't get to these deeper levels of empathy if you don't know enough of the design and the users involved, and you didn't do the user research up front. So I think it's very important that you as a interaction designer or user or designer can conduct these tests yourself within the team, small team, and not do it once, but to retest it, and not in 2 3 months hoops, but in within 1 week or within 2 weeks. So then you get to real valuable data and to real empathy, and that's something that actually it's already there. It's the right method. Perhaps you're familiar with it. Um, but doing it this way, in a structured way also, because it's not only observing in a very low level manner how things work, like normal usability testing in context of the user, but it's also at the end with the team getting to DOTFO to see what's important about the issues and how do we translate this. And that's something, well, it's I think every designer should be able to do that. And I find out that lots of designers can't, or you get to go to bigger usability labs, which costs lots of money and take lots of time and only get your report. And well, we should user check all the time, I think.
All right. Well, great. Well, thank you for taking a few minutes to talk with us about your background, the things you're involved in, and the things that you'll be talking about in Seattle in February. So we'll look forward to welcoming you to the United States then.
Okay,
Well, thank
glad to
you.
come.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anouschka. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.